Kids, Coach Brett here, and I'm here with week 2 of at-home training. And today we're going to start once again with the warm-up phase and progress this session all the way up to the end. All right. First, we'll begin with just standing in place, or you can start around your neighborhood or whatever if you have the space. You're just going to jog in place and get your body moving and get the blood flowing. All right, pull the knees up a little bit, kind of a natural stride, pumping your arms and everything as well. Very basic, right? You're gonna do this for 30 seconds, maybe to a minute. Right after about 30 seconds to a minute, when you've got the kind of heart beating a little bit, now what we're gonna do is get into it. Another fundamental warm-up exercise, right? So we're just gonna do these little baby hops, right? And we don't need to do the jumping jack motion if we don't want to. Just letting our body kind of relax is okay, right? Make sure and have the shoulders drop and breathe. Just kind of pulsating on our calves. And after 30 seconds, you can take a little break on that. All right, the next thing is just we're going to progress that, and we're going to do multiple varying height hops, right? So how that's going to work is we're going to do small hop, large hop, small hop, large hop, small hop, large hop, small hop, large hop. All right, so we're just going to alternate, right? You can use your body a little bit when you get that up pattern to kind of accelerate up. And once again, 30 seconds, we're gonna move on to a technical phase within the warm-up, right? So we're gonna slow it down a little bit and work on our technique of running and sprinting. All right, so first is a standing tall march, right? So what we're gonna do is pull one hand up and knee up. We're gonna alternate, right? Holding for a couple seconds each time. Pulling the knee all the way up 90 degrees in unison and in sync with our opposing arm. All right, and we want to hold that top point. We want the chest up, head straight. All right, now what we're going to do is the same thing, but a skip, right? So we have the same position. We're just going to now skip in place, pulling that knee up with our arm each time. We're gonna drive the hip and drive the arm, chest up, right, head forward. All right, same thing, 30 seconds. Now we're just gonna combine all that, and it's gonna be a high knee run in unison with the arm. Same thing, 30 seconds. So we're gonna drive the hip up, sprinting, 30 seconds, same posture. Keep it going, and you keep it powerful and unison for 30 seconds. This week we'll add a little bit of speed or quickness work in between before we get to the ball mastery, right? I've got a little circular hoop here. You yourself could just use a straight line or something of a visual marker, right? So we'll start with the right foot in, right, left foot forward, right foot back, left foot back, right? So if we're gonna use our arms at the same time, we can start slow if we want, right? And then gradually as we get used to it, we wanna imagine it's like hot lava, right? And as quick as we can, forward, backward for 30 seconds, all right? So we'll start with the right foot forward this time. Take a pause, right? After you recover, same thing as you can, quick as you can, but with the left foot forward. The next activity we'll progress to, right? After you've completed both of those sets, is a lateral quickness activity. Using a line, a little circle, whatever works for you, all right? It could just be a visual marker as well. You be creative, you're a footballer, all right? So all we're gonna do is one foot in, and the other static foot's gonna just pump itself, right? So we're only really working a quick foot on one side, and as we get used to it, it should be as quick as we can, right? Like it's hot lava. Once again, 30 seconds. That one might be a little tough, so you might want to drop it down, maybe 10, 15, or 20 seconds, whatever's best for you, right? Same thing on the left side, right? Start slow, get used to the motion, right? And then gradually increase the pace. And pull your head up if you can, right? To show that you can master the activity, all right? That will be the end of our quickness speed phase, and now we'll move on to using the ball. Now we're gonna go through a little ball master routine, which will start off a little basic and will gradually progress to some more advanced. And this week, a little bit more of combination skill moves, all right? So the first one is very basic. Once again, we're gonna return to our toe tap, all right? So ball's in a static position. We're going to just get those hips above the ball, all right? And we are going to just continue to tap that ball head up, because this is an easier activity hopefully for us now. We've been training all week, right? And if you want to add a bonus now, can you close your eyes, right, and do the same thing, right? Pumping those arms, eyes closed, right? Can I feel that ball? And complete my 30 seconds. Next activity is our boxer, right? Which is just side to side pattern, right? Once again, shoulder width, right? So we're going to boom, move that ball side to side in an active stance, right? Can we gradually increase the pace of the ball, right, as we're doing this as well? And then this week, can we add a little forward, backwards motion? 3 or 4 forward, same thing backwards, forward, backward, forward, backward, right? For 30 seconds or until you've completed 50 reps. The third skill, we're gonna return to our roll stop, right? So all we're gonna do is start with the one side, roll across the body, stop the ball, right? Boom, once again, roll, stop, get our feet set, roll, stop, get our feet set, roll, stop, roll, stop, roll, stop, roll, stop, roll, stop. And as you can see, in between my roll and stop, I have a little skip to it, right, that allows me to get my foot set and get to the next position of the ball as well. Right, so let's go back and forth. Once again, this time we can increase it to 45 seconds, or we can do 50 reps. And the last skill of our ball mastery phase is a little more advanced. It's the drag stop, all right? So this one, you're gonna roll the ball with your sole of your foot until you get to the other side, and you will drag and push with the inside of your foot. So you're dragging with the sole and pushing a little bit with the inside, right? Drag, push, drag, push, drag, push, all right? And as we get comfortable with this, we can kind of jog with it a little bit and see if we can, boom, get a little good flow. Can we keep that flow going for 30 full seconds or for 50 reps? And that is the conclusion of our ball mastery warm-up. Next phase, we'll start to introduce more skill moves. All right, now we're on to stage 2 of the ball mastery phase, and now we'll use some skill moves and kind of reincorporate last week's along with introducing a new one this week. All right, so this week's skill move is gonna be the step over, all right, which is gonna be stepping over the ball, right, rotating our hips, boom, right, as we move with the ball, boom, powerfully, kind of looking that direction, changing our stance. We're gonna do this for 30 seconds or for 40 reps, and be careful of obstacles. After you've completed that, take a little rest, and we'll move on to the next phase, which will incorporate our boxer now, right, with stop and 2 step overs, just like last week with the scissor. Step over, boom, get it going again. Stop, step over, boom, 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 stop, step over, boxer it up, stop, step over. Once again now 25 times, or go for a total of 45 full seconds, continuous without taking a break. What we're gonna do now is combine our scissor from last week and our step over, right, in a continuous fashion. So ball is static, now we're going to double scissor, right, make sure our feet are set, double step over, set, double scissor, boom, double step over, set, double scissor, double step over, set, scissor, step, scissor, step, scissor, step, scissor, step. Right, so once again, 30 reps, 45 seconds continuous, whichever you get to first. Make sure the blood is flowing just like myself, and get yourself a rest before we get to the next stage. So now we're gonna add a little combination effect to these moves, all right? So now we're gonna do the roll and the step over at the same time. So we're gonna roll the ball across, stop, step over, And same thing again. Roll, stop, step, boom, continuous. Roll, stop, step, roll, stop, step, roll, stop, step, roll, stop, step. All right, same thing. We're gonna do this again 30 times, or we're gonna do it for 45 seconds. As you can see, people of all levels need to train to consistently keep their touch in. Now we're gonna get even saucier with it, and we're gonna combine that with the drag stop as well. All right, so now we're gonna roll, stop, step over, drag, stop, boom. Ready, roll, stop, step, drag, stop, bang, roll, stop, step, drag, stop, and more continuous. All right, now that we got it flowing, roll, stop, step, drag, roll, stop, step, drag, roll, stop, step, drag. All right, so now it's gonna be a mouthful. All right, now what we're gonna have is a roll, stop, step, scissor, double touch. All right, so we're gonna roll, stop, step over, scissor, double touch, back to this foot. Ready, roll, stop, step over, scissor, double touch, boom, roll, scissor, stop, double touch, roll, stop, scissor, step, double touch, roll, stop, step, scissor, double touch, roll, stop, step, scissor, double touch, roll, stop, step, scissor. There you have it, folks. That's it for today's ball mastery. Here we are with this week's benchmarks. For this week's benchmarks, we'll slowly increase our levels from last week and add some new variation. Right? For those of you, once again, with a higher level of play, make sure that you set your standard a little bit higher and you strive to increase your records each and every week and each time you step on the field. All right, so the first one is basic. It starts from the ground, right? And we're gonna do 10 right-footed juggles below the knee, right? That would be the goal, right? If you can get extra, all the better, right? Now we'll flip it over to the left side, right? And we'll decrease the number. We just expect you to hopefully try to get to 5 this week. If not, if you're a little bit more advanced, higher number, right? Starting from the ground. The next benchmark is an alternating juggle, right? Once again, if you can, start from the ground. Can we get to 10? Below the knees, if we can as well, right? And if you're a little bit more advanced player, go ahead and get some extras as well. And the other juggling benchmark is back to our thighs. We just want to see if we can increase our count from last week, which was 10. Can you get up to 15 to 20 this week, right? So we can start from the hand if you'd like, or you can start from the ground. Right, pull your knees up in order to get that ball up. And if that standard is low for you, make sure you increase that as well. And the bonus to challenges this week involve the stall and 3 different variations of using the stall, right? The stall works like this. We roll the ball back and we're simply gonna stall the ball on the top of our foot, right? Can we hold this for 5, 10 seconds? Okay. Don't forget to also try it on the weak side. You might not have as much success, but that's a way to improve our balance and our touch on the opposite side as well. So we're gonna roll the ball up and get a stall. Once we have that, we're gonna toss it up, catch the ball again. Accomplishing 1 is sometimes even a challenge. And the third variation and most complex version today is the stall to overhead toss. Right? My good friend Ronaldinho was a master at this. So we're gonna roll the ball back and stall. As we've got it stalled, we're gonna pull the knee up and toss that ball over our head. From the side, we're gonna roll the ball back, stall, and toss that ball over our head. All right, a little bit better example here. All right, boom. Make sure you have good balance. Pull your knee up and toss that ball over. Thanks for joining us again here at Maestro High Performance. Tune in again next week for more at-home workouts during this quarantine time.